This is a poem my daughter wrote for me. A man in her life with a watermelon car married him in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. First child, a boy, moved to Matamoros, Pennsylvania. Second child, a girl, moved to California, pregnant. Third child, a boy, moved back to Matamoros. Fourth child, a girl. Fifth child, a boy. Sixth child, a boy. Went back to school, battled cancer more than once. Still here. Moved to California. Strong, loving, beautiful mom.
When we were young kids,
Yes.
her brother, Joanne's brother, and I became best friends. So I had a lot of time to spend at their home. And I was impressed with the family because there was a family of 8, and they just seemed to always be having fun. And out of the whole family of 8, there was one person that stood out, and that was Joanne.
Thank you.
I would watch them wash dishes, and my eyes would go to her. And over the years, as she grew up, I just decided that she was the one for me. We would go out as a group. We'd go tobogganing, ice skating. I would go fishing with the family, and all kinds of activities.
Right.
I also went hunting with them. And once I thought her father was going to shoot me by mistake, but I got over that because I was a Polish Catholic and she was a German Lutheran. And when this pheasant came up in front of us and the gun came across, I was sure that was it. It was gone.
So what was that like then, going together during that time? Because you said you didn't date.
Not really. We would go as a group.
We would go as a group.
Mostly. And we sort of, stick together.
What was the proposal like, Joanne?
I was graduating, and we had the history of our school class. And he came and gave me my engagement ring.
I worked
When I
all
got the
Christmas
engagement
vacation. I worked at the post office, made my $180. I went out and bought her an engagement ring and a wedding ring all in one. I started working in Port Jervis, New York. I found out that I really had a talent to make things. And I became a very good cosmetic chemist. So by the time I was doing this for 3 years, I was recognized in the industry as an expert in making lipstick and developing lipstick. And the first convention was being held in Paris for the Society of Cosmetic Chemists. And my boss says, I can't go, would you mind going? So we were maybe, 25, 26?
Yeah.
He said, you can take your wife and you can go first class. I said, woo.
So
I'll take
off
that.
we went.
So Joanne got the babysitter set up and off.
4 of them.
Yeah.
2 during the day and 2 at night.
So off we went to Paris.
So the kids stayed at home?
Oh, yeah.
Kids stayed at home.
Oh, how long?
I wrote back to my mother and I said, I never thought I'd get out of Wisconsin, and here I'm in Paris. So it was really thrilling.
You see a piece of wood, pick it up in Idlewild and say, what can I do with it? I can make it into a cane, maybe make it into a flute.
When did we start flute making? We went to flute making
Well,
class.
first of all, I think I should tell you that I've always liked wood. My son and I would make things together. As I said, we built a house, we had a workshop. My son now, one of my sons remodels old homes, that's his business. And then we went to West Virginia, we learned how to make mountain dulcimers. And then eventually we go up to Idlewild to the Arts Academy and go to a class every summer. And we took a class on making flutes, Native American flutes. And I love Native American culture. Native American culture fascinates me because, first of all, their art is very simple. If you look at the garage door, you'll see a sample of Native American art. The other thing I liked about Native American culture, I liked the simplicity of their philosophy. Just Mother Earth, Father Sky. You can't get any better than that. You can do whatever you want, to go to church and all the rest of it. Mother Earth, Father Sky. Once upon a time, we had an anniversary. I don't remember what it was. It was either 52nd, 53rd, whatever. I didn't know what to get my wife because she has everything. So I decided to write her a love song. Joanne, if you don't mind, would you please say the words while I try to accompany you on the flute?
Okay, dear. Hold me in your arms. Hold me oh so tight. Hold me in your arms all throughout the night. Once we were young, but now we're not. But the thrill still remains as long as you hold me in your arms. Hold me oh so tight. Hold me in your arms all throughout the night. I love you, dear.
Love you, dear. The reason we stayed together for so many years.
I'll tell you why. You traveled a lot.
Yeah, I was never home.
He was never home.
Yeah, but there's another reason, Joanne.
What, honey?
If you want to work at a marriage, right?
Yes.
There's one thing that we've always done, or haven't done. We've never gone to bed angry
Never.
in 70 years. 60 years.
60 years, don't go any further than that.
Even if you're really uptight.
Tight.
Just
You don't
made
go
it
to
a
sleep.
point never to do that.
Okay, so how would you do that? Would you take a walk until you calm down? Would you
No.
resolve the conflict?
I rub him and I kiss him on the head and
she
say
was-
good night.
I would wait till she found the right way to do it. You just take a deep breath and say, you know, what's the alternative?
We're together. We love each other.
Why argue?
We argue,
No, but I mean, why
Yeah.
keep going?
but we find it great when we decide that's it. Yes, I had 3 bouts of cancer. The first bout was, I didn't expect it because they found a lump in my breast. And of course I had the usual. And then the second one, they found another one. And then I went through the, radiation.
Radiation.
And radiation, that was it.
And radiation.
And then I went for several years again, and then it came on my sternum. So then they had to go, well, first of all, I couldn't find a doctor that was willing to take care of me, to do the surgery. I couldn't find a hospital or anybody. They didn't want to take a chance.
1 year of chemo.
1 year of chemo, they tried to shrink it, and it didn't work. He had to give me my chemo shots.
Not your chemo
The
shot.
shots that after the chemo, then I had to go through shots every day. And he had to give them to me, and then I'd go back for more chemo. It was for a whole year. And then, what else?
They gave up on you.
I know. So then they searched around to find a surgeon that would try. Said, well, you could go to Beth Israel, back in New York. And I said, no way. Then I could go to they gave me all different places. And finally they said, or you could go to Loma Linda, which is a teaching hospital. I says, I'll take that. We said we'd take that. And we found a doctor that was willing to do the surgery.
You got to find some humor in all this.
Yeah.
And what Joanne doesn't remember all this stuff is when we went to the hospital, they lost her once. So her son and I walk in, they said, she's gone. Where'd she go? Oh my gosh, she's gone. Found her in a hallway someplace sitting in a wheelchair. Well, those things happen.
Yeah.
Another time I go into the hospital, she's feeling better. She and the nurses, they're having a squirt gun fight. So there is some fun in an oncology ward.
So I went through it, came out, and here I am 15 years ago. And I'm healthy, happy, and enjoying life. Right? No, you won't agree. But anyways, yeah.
First thing we said to each other is we are not going to bring up our children in a big city. The second thing we said, we are not going to bring up our children where everybody is the same age, like a subdevelopment. The houses we looked at, if you want to believe this, we picked because of the people around us. We picked the house because next door to us was a couple in their 80s. We picked the house on the other side where the couples were younger. And we wanted this mixture of people so that they could have the exposure. I always tried to get into them the idea that success is not measured financially. If it was measured financially, we could have done a lot better. We had the opportunities, we decided not to take them. We knew where we wanted to go. Success is measured by, are you accomplishing what you want to do? And that's what they're doing today. And we think that's just fantastic.
Yeah.
And they're doing the same thing with their children. Our biggest success, and that is our family. We have a fantastic family. It's all patterned after Joanne's original family. They have fun, they love each other, they have married great spouses, their children are magnificent, their great-grandchildren are fantastic, and we think we have a great relationship with all of them. Not only do we love them, but we like them.
It was only a letter from home, sweet home, from the family back on the farm. From father, from mother, from sister and brother, praying he will keep you from harm. The baby whispers a prayer each night to guide you wherever you roam. We would welcome you, Jack, won't you come back? Read the letter from home, sweet home. Jack told all his pals that night, I'm riding back to that fair land. One by one his partners come and took him by the hand. Says one, if we had families like that, we'd all be much better men. We would like it so. Before you go, if you'd read that letter again. Only a letter from home, sweet home, from the family back on the farm. From father, from mother, from sister and brother, praying he will keep you from harm. The baby whispers a prayer each night to guide you wherever you roam. We would welcome you, Jack, won't you come back? Read the letter